Hi, everybody. Today we are reading a book called The Way Back Home, and it's about a boy who took a trip to the moon. And I am going to set up the camera so you can see it, all the pictures on the tabletop. Here we go. The Way Back Home by Oliver Jeffers. Okay, get all the pictures in the... There it is. Oh, I love this book. I can see stars and the moon. I'm looking forward to taking this trip. Okay, there he is. Okay. Once there was a boy. Well, there he is. It looks like maybe this looks like a lake. What do you think? Because I'm going to say that's a lake because look, there's a boat and he's pulling it along. I can't tell if he's really there or if it's his imagination. But look, it's a beautiful night sky. And once there was a boy by the shore of a lake. There he is. And one day, he was putting his things back in the closet and he found an airplane. What? Look, there's this boat that he was playing with and this hat that he was wearing. And look, oh, he opened his closet door and he found an airplane. Whoa, I want to find an airplane in my closet. He didn't remember leaving it there, but he thought he'd take it out for a go right away. Yeah, he wants to take a ride in that airplane. So look, oh, he put on his jacket and a scarf. Oh, and something like an airplane, a pilot hat and some goggles. Oh, he was thinking ahead. He was thinking of things that he would need if he was going to ride in an airplane. Yeah, something to stay warm, something to protect his eyes because, oh, look, this airplane is single propeller and an open cockpit. He's going to need something for his eyes and something to keep his head warm. Yeah, he was thinking ahead. He's got all those things to ride in his airplane. Let's see what happens. He's going to take it up for a ride. The plane lifted off the ground and up into the sky. Oh, that looks so much fun. There's this shadow. He's getting up. And there's the clouds. Oh, I love it. Whoa, I want to go for a ride. Lifted up into the sky. Higher. Whoa. And higher. Whoa. Look, the earth. There's the land. There's the land. There's the water. First he just saw fields, then he saw land from higher and the ocean from higher. And even higher, whoa, the land, the earth is barely visible and look way up there. Oh, there's the plane and some stars. Oh, he's really high now. I wonder how he got that high. Where's he going? What? Suddenly the plane sputtered. Oh no, but, that's not good. Look at the black smoke coming out of his airplane. Oh no, it had run out of fuel. Oh, that was a long trip, I guess. But what's this over here? That looks like the moon. He was really up high. Okay, now the boy was stuck on the moon. What was he going to do? Look, there he is. Put. There's the plane right there. There's the moon right there. Luckily, he landed on the moon. Oh my goodness. Now the boy was on the moon. What was he going to do? Oh, he was alone and afraid. And soon his flashlight began to go out. Wow, it's really dark up there on the moon. Look at that. Oh, there he is. There's his flashlight. There's his plane, and it's really dark. And then the batteries on his flashlight started to go out. Oh, no! I guess I would be a little bit afraid. Whoa. Meanwhile, up in space, someone else was in trouble too. What? There's someone else around? His engine had broken down. Oh, this looks like a flying saucer. Oh, someone else. And steering the saucer and steering the ship toward a flicker of light, he landed on the moon. Oh, look, The flying saucer landed on the moon. Crunch. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going to happen now. So now there's two landing on the moon. The boy heard a noise. The Martian heard noises. Both feared the worst. Oh no. Let's take a look at what they were thinking. There's the boy in the airplane, and he thinks he's going to see something like that. Oh no. And the Martian thinks he's going to get eaten by something like that. Oh, I hope that's not true. Oh, it was so dark they couldn't see. But as their eyes got used to the dark, the boy and the Martian realized they'd met someone else that was in trouble too. And they weren't alone anymore. It looks to me like they started to become friends. Check it out. When they both realized they weren't going to get eaten by the other one. Oh my goodness. When they actually saw, they decided, I think, to become friends. Whoa, look at that. Okay, the boy showed the Martian his empty fuel tank, and the Martian showed the boy his broken engine. Look, I don't have any fuel. Look, my engine is broken. Oh no. Together, they thought of ways to fix their machines and get themselves both back home. So they talked for a while, didn't they, when they were on the moon? So, well, we could do this, we could do that. I don't know. How about if we, oh, look, and we're going to draw it out so we can do it. And, oh, yeah, and then back home, maybe. Well, I wonder what they were thinking. Whatever it is, I think it maybe would work. Let's turn the page and see what they did. As the Earth was nearest to the moon, the boy went first. Down he jumped right into the sea. Whoa, a parachute. That was a good idea, I guess. But whoa, down right into the ocean. And how's he gonna get home? He swam toward home. Oh my gosh. Whoa, look at that. Alone in the big ocean. Do you think he made it? I hope so. Okay. Yep, he did. That looks like home to me. But by the time he got there, the boy was tired out. So he sat down in his favorite chair just to catch his breath. Oh, there he is. It looks like he's eating popcorn. Oh my goodness. His favorite program on the television was just starting, so he settled down to watch. Oh, but look over here. Oh, there's his friend waiting for him in the dark of the moon. I don't even see the moon in that picture, but it looks like he's waiting for him. And he's eating popcorn. That's not gonna work. What's gonna happen? Then suddenly he remembered what he should be doing, and he rushed off to the closet to get what he needed. Then he ran outside and shouted. Oh, he's trying to shout to his friend on the moon. He shouted really loud, "Hey!" But there was no reply. He figured he couldn't be heard. So what's he gonna do next? He has to get his friend to hear him way up at the moon. So, oh, that looks like a big tall mountain. There's some mountains in the background. So this is what he did. The boy climbed higher to higher and higher ground and called out to his friend again. And then he waited. This time, look where he was on the top of the highest mountain. This time, a rope was lowered. Yep, his friend lowered a rope to him. The boy began to climb, and the Martian began to pull, and soon the boy was back on the moon. Whoa, that must have been a really long rope. Oh my goodness. There's his plane still, and there's the Martian, and there's a big long rope. Oh my goodness. The boy fixed up the Martian ship with a couple of rubber bands and a wrench while the Martian filled the boy's tank with fuel. Oh, he's working on it. Look at that. How did he know how to fix a flying saucer? That's what I wonder. And well, yeah, anyway, and the Martian just happened to have some extra fuel, so he filled the tank from the airplane. Things are looking up. Well, got fixed, got fuel. They said goodbye and thanked each other for their help. They wondered if they'd ever meet again. Gosh, I hope so. And there we go. Let's see what happens. After a long and tiring night, they were both finally off the moon. There goes the airplane. And the boy went one way and the Martian went another, and both were on their way back home. Mars, Earth, through space, and there's the moon where they met. And that is the end of our story today. And look, oh, he got another package delivered. And it looks like it's a walkie-talkie. I wonder what he's going to do with that. Maybe that's the next story. And that is the end. All right. There was a boy who found himself stuck on the moon, but he got off and he found the way back home. Very good. Okay, so I thought today we might try to build a model of the airplane. Yeah, a model of the little red airplane that the boy found in his closet. So to do that, you're going to need a toilet paper tube and cereal box cardboard, or I had a Mountain Dew package with cardboard in it, and I needed some red construction paper, and I needed some tape, and I have a black marker, and I have some scissors. So I have some tape like this too, and I have some tape like this too, and we'll put our airplane together. I made this one just to show an example of what we could do. And oh, I have a ruler just because. And so we're going to get started. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is take your toilet paper tube and give it a nose. See, because right now you can look all the way through it and it doesn't look like much like an airplane. So what we're going to do is put a nose on it and eventually a propeller. So what to do that, you take your cereal box cardboard, and I've got some right here, or Mountain Dew, just that thin cardboard that a lot of packaging comes in. And we are going to cut a strip. And I do have a ruler, and I'm going to back up my, there we go. Now you can see what I'm doing better on the table. I'm going to take my ruler and set it on there and use it as a measuring thing. Wait, actually, I want to use that for the wing. So, like I said, this project was kind of, you have to figure things out. I'm going to use the nose. I have this little flap. It's kind of pretty. You know, lots of packaging are really, really pretty. And I think this piece right here has a really good design on it. So I'm going to cut it off. And I just have a little strip here. And I'm going to use my ruler like I was going to here on the long piece and cut a strip that's about the same width as the ruler. See, I put it down, and I'm going to make a mark on the back side. We're going to make the nose of our plane out of this strip. Yep. When I make things, I like to figure things out, and so I'm going to cut that now on that strip that I made. I have a little strip, and it's kind of pretty. So now what I'm going to do is stick it in my paper towel tube in the end so it sticks out and it looks like the nose of the plane. Before I tape it down in there, I think I want to put a propeller on it. So the other day I ate a package of Go-Go Squeeze and I thought that the top looked like a propeller, and I tried to use one of those. So if you happen to have one of those at your house, you could probably use that. but I'm going to show you how to put a propeller on the nose of our plane. So if you find another chunk of your cardboard that you think is really pretty, and I've got one right here. I've got one that's got a lot of black in it. I'm going to cut that off, another chunk, and I'm going to draw a figure 8 on the cardboard side and turn that into a propeller. So there we go. There's part of it. There's the back side, and I'm drawing on the back a figure 8. Do, 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 do. There. Okay. So I'm going to turn a figure 8 into a propeller. My figure 8 isn't very even, is it? Well, so I'm going to draw some lines on it to make it look a little more even. Okay, so I adjusted it a little bit, and I'm going to use my scissors to kind of figure it out and cut it into a propeller shape. Kind of pointy on the ends, just kind of in general following my figure 8. There. There it is. And I cut around my figure 8. Okay, so now I have the nose of my plane, and I want to put my propeller on it. So I have, it's going to look like this. I have, there's several ways you can do it. You could just tape it on there, but if you want to be able to spin it, I took a paper clip and I took this out and I poked it through my cardboard, and that took me a little while on the nose of my plane. So sometimes you can always wiggle your scissors. That's always a good trick to make a hole in something. I started my hole, and oh, gosh, there we go. All right, so now I've got my paper clip through the cardboard, and I'm going to put up the same kind of hole right in the center of my propeller. Just like that. Wiggle, 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 and poke with. There we go. Okay, so now I got a nose of my plane with a propeller on it. But if you don't need to spin it, so okay, so now let's put the nose of the plane. So there's the back end of the paper clip through there. Now let's put the nose of the plane back into the toilet paper tube, like so. Got lost down in there. I gotta use some tape. So I'm gonna take off a piece of tape, and if you look in the end of the cardboard tube, you can see where you're gonna tape it down inside there, but it's a long way. So first I'm gonna tape one edge way down there. This is the tricky part, and this may take a little while. Oops, it's taken me a while because sometimes tape sticks to me instead of where I'm trying to tape it. All right, so now it's kind of, uh-oh, my propeller fell off, oh well. And I'm gonna tape down the other tab, so it looks like that, sticking out. So I'm gonna take a piece of tape and I'm gonna stick it right on the edge. Whoops. Okay, so there's a blank side and a printed side, and you can put the tape right there. Bend it back down in, and then it will stick to the edge. There we go. There's the nose of your plane, and there's my hole, my propeller. My propeller actually fell off, so I got to put that back on. There we go. Okay. There. Now I bent my paper clip over so that my propeller won't fall off. Just pinched it. A little bit tricky. There. Ta-da. Okay, so now I've got the nose of my plane and a propeller, and there we go. Okay, so now I want it to be red, just like the book, and that's the easy part. So I had a piece of construction paper that was red, and it fell on the floor. And you measure your toilet paper tube. Lots of toilet paper tubes are about 4 1/4 inches. So I'm going to put that red construction paper down on my table. Take my ruler and measure 4 1/4, 4 1/4 along my strip. Make a line and cut it. Yep, there we go. So there's my line that I'm going to cut along because my toilet paper tube is 4 1/4. So I'm cutting a strip to cover my toilet paper tube so it will be red, red like the airplane. Put it around all the way there, and it's too big. I don't need that much, so I'm going to cut some of it off. And I'm going to tape it at the bottom. Okay, so wrapping it around, wrapping it around. Now what I can do so it doesn't slip off is take a piece of tape and tape one edge, just like that. And then I can make it nice and tight as I wrap it around. There we go. So now there's my wrapped toilet paper tube. I'm going to tape that. There we go. So now my airplane is red and I have a propeller and a nose. I need some wings, right? Okay. And if you're doing this out of cereal box cardboard, it's probably the height of your cereal box, but this is a long strip from a pop can cardboard, and I'm cutting that strip. It's going to be a wing, but it's way too big. So I'm going to fold, oh wait, and it's got some words here that I don't like, so I'm going to trim that a little bit until it's about maybe 12 inches long, just about how long a ruler is, 12 inches. Then I'm going to fold in half because it's still too long, but then it's pretty on both sides, just like that. Folded it so you don't see the back end of the cardboard. So now I'm going to tape it a little bit at the end, and I'm going to tape it on the edges because it kind of makes a little loop and you don't want to see that. So I'm going to tape the edges a little bit, one on each side, and I can't see my tape. All right. Go. Wing. Okay, so there is my propeller and my nose and my wing. Okay, so there's a couple of things you can do. You could make slits alongside with your scissors, shove it through like that, or you can just put it on the bottom and tape it right there. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hold that together and put just a big long piece of tape right in the middle of my wing, right about there. And then I'm going to tape it to the bottom of my airplane. There. Whoops, I didn't center it right. Just a minute. Uh-oh. So this project is one that you can kind of figure out as you go along. There we go. Right there. Put down the tape. Adjust the wing. There we go. I have a propeller that spins. It's flopping over. I have wings. And I need a tail. So I have got, on this one, I have a little triangle. So I'm going to use the rest of my cardboard here. And first I'm going to cut a little chunk off. It's about that big. And then I'm going to fold it in half so you can see both sides. Now I'm going to make it into a triangle. From the top corner, maybe to the bottom corner, a big old triangle like so. Oops. Yeah. There we go. So now you have a fold and kind of a triangle like that. So how am I going to attach it to my plane? Well, there's the wings, there's the nose. I'm going to put a little slit right on top, and then I'm going to put it up like that. Okay, so I'm taking my scissors and cutting a slit about 1 inch long right on the top of my plane. And then I am going to stick my fin right in like that. There it is. Now, I had trouble. It was the first one I did was kind of flopping over. So what you can do is put a little clip right in there where it's sticking out. And then you have edges that you can fold over. Take it out so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. Folding it up just like that on both sides. Like that. So now when I stick it in there, those edges stick up on both sides and my fin stays on. Now my propeller is a little floppy, but it's not bad. And I actually could just tape it on there so it would look cool, but I wouldn't be able to spin it. So there's a plane, and you can draw all kinds of details. Maybe you want to draw yourself riding in the plane, but here we go, off to the moon. And that's kind of a fun project to play around with and see what you can come up with and figure out how to make a plane out of just a toilet paper tube. So I hope you had some good luck putting that together. You can show me what you did, and that is it for story time today and our trip to the moon, and we made it back home. Something I had never ever seen before, and here's where you get to make a choice. Was it a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex? And I'm just gonna stick some pine cones in my box, and then the fun starts. I just start rolling them around. Air rushing out of the balloon is going to push that balloon up. So let's see what happens. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. So that's how rockets kind of work. We are going to build 2 different kinds of rockets today.